Now, Central Oregon's local alert weather with Eric Oren.
Happy Monday, Central Oregon. We're starting off with a look at current conditions in Bend and Redmond. Looking at just a little bit of wind out of the southwest. That's where it's going to be for most of the day. 5 to 10 mile an hour range later today. Early, it might be closer to 10 to 15 mile an hour range. But we're looking at warmer temperatures, both above 40 here, as you can see, in much of the forecast area going to be above freezing. Wanted to show you some closure information here. Jefferson County School District is closed. Culver School District on a 2-hour delay. The rest of the area school districts are open, and of course, we will have specific closure information along the bottom of your screen for you. Some road conditions locally as well. Wanted to take a look here so you have an idea what's going on your commute. As you can see here in Madras, temperatures just below freezing, so potentially icy roads out there. Now the rest of the area, all the cameras we're looking at here are looking like we're pretty much above freezing, so the road's going to be more wet than icy. And yesterday temperatures were pretty warm, so we did see quite a bit of melting on primary roads. Secondary roads could still be a bit tricky. We'll speak about that in just a little bit. Here's a look at US 97 at Evergreen, as you can see here, above freezing and also looking wet. There's definitely still some moisture, potentially even some sleet and ice on the roads, but we have warm temperatures here this morning, and we should continue to see some melting here throughout the day today. Here's a look at a winter weather advisory just north of us due to the possibility for freezing rain, where temperatures are just a little bit cooler than where we are. And that's below 3,000 feet, and it should last until just around 10 a.m. Could potentially be extended, but wanted to keep you aware in case those are the areas through which you commute or where you're living. Here's a look at some weather headlines for you. We do see conditions improving on our area roadways today. Secondary roads, as I mentioned, still potentially tricky. Now, they're not getting as well cleared. They don't see as much traffic, and they could potentially be a little bit slicker than the primary roads. Above freezing temperatures here today on the high desert, and more rain on the way on and off throughout the foreseeable forecast with a series of weather events coming our way. Here's a look at the satellite and radar in the Pacific Northwest, and you can see quite a bit of activity northeast of us and some potential activity making its way toward us. We do see a slight chance for some rain today, so let's take a look at your future track. Now, early today, you're seeing just a little bit of light spotty concentrations until this evening. That's going to be fairly warm here today as well, so what does make it to us may not actually even make it all the way to the ground. But this evening, as we're looking at 6 p.m., you can see a blue concentration in the mountains there, and that's when we maybe see some mixed precipitation up there, but lower we're seeing probably more rain coming our way, moving to the east of us and then clearing out by the time we reach the early morning hours of tomorrow, when we expect things to be pretty clear. Might even see some sun out there tomorrow. Now here's a look at the future estimated rainfall here over the next 24 hours. So looking a little bit heavier towards Madras, but you're seeing here that there's going to definitely be some rain, possibly 1/10 of an inch in some areas, a little bit more in some other ones. Now here's a look at your forecast highs for the day. We're pretty warm. We're looking at a fairly warm temperature range here in the 40s here. As you can see, 47 degrees in Redmond, 49 in Prineville. A little bit warmer. They're getting close to around 50 degrees. And as we look at your overnight lows here, we're looking at a pretty similar range to what we've been seeing in the 20s and 30s here on the high desert, and that's going to be pretty true until a little bit later this week. Now here we're looking at your 7-day forecast, trying to get you prepared for the week ahead. Strong, or I should say a little bit less than a strong chance of rain possibly coming and going today. And then we see things clearing up a little bit tomorrow and going into the rest of this week, although on and off chances for rain. Temperatures getting up close to around 50 degrees by the time we reach this weekend. That's been a look at your local alert weather.